Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of our game between Australia and England, the second test from the Adelaide Oval. Remember, we declared overnight, so England will be facing the first ball today. Mitchell Starc there just outside the off stump. But again, I want to reiterate, my declaration yesterday was off the back of the fact that I thought I was going to have a few overs with the pink ball bowling to England. That didn't happen. I shouldn't have declared. I shouldn't have been as aggressive. And now we're in this predicament where we've got to bowl to the England openers during the afternoon. And they've started well. A couple of boundaries in the first couple of overs. It's Richardson and Starc with the new ball. This one's ballooned into the air a little bit. Is this a chance for Mitchell Starc? They go up the Aussies. Not out, according to the umpire. I feel like that was pretty close, though. I think it was an inside edge onto the pad. Not sure whether or not it was a genuine chance, but no opportunity to review this one to the boundary from Rory Burns, who's actually going at above a runner ball. And if they continue at this rate, it's really going to sap our energy early, because yesterday, of course, I only scored 250 in the 90 odd overs, or the 80 overs, so I was only going at about 2.5 or 2.6 runs and over, which really wasn't a blistering pace. And we've seen already England going at close to 5 and over off the opening 8 overs, already going at above 5. So lots of pressure on the Australians. Need a breakthrough here. It's currently none for 50 inside the 10th over. Few no balls also not helping. Rory Burns and Hasib Hamid doing a really good job early, as that's cracked through the covers for 4 more runs. A bit of in-swing late there. This ball's still relatively new. It's only 11 overs old, but you can see that's just the difference. If England's, none for 20 or none for 30 at this point, not as much pressure on them, but right now, they are just absolutely flying with this run rate. 15 overs gone, none for 81, and that lead of Australia already down to the 150 mark. As we see Rory Burns bring up his 50, the team 100, and another cracking boundary to his name, striking at 73.2. 9 fours in his 52 runs. They really have been damaging early here, the England openers. Really just forcing us onto the back foot early, and we really don't have any answers at the moment from an Aussie point of view. Remember, England 1-0 up in the series, and now they've got an opportunity at none for 124. Oh, there's a little edge. Obviously get themselves back into this game. Never thought 250 Australia, not a bad score, but certainly gettable. And at the moment, they're just really ticking this scoreboard over nicely. Nathan Lyon finally into the attack, and the last ball of the morning session, Rory Burns says, "I'll have some of that," and he sends it over mid-off for a boundary. Actually, that wasn't the last ball of the session. This is. And just a little inside edge. No run. England none for 139. A massive first session of play. 139 runs they scored. Just the 8 extra, so it really was a lot off the bat. 67 Rory Burns, 64 for Hasib Hamid. And as you can see, all 5 of the Aussie bowlers going at more than 4 runs and over. Very, very expensive this morning. I just need to keep it a bit tighter. This is in the air. Is it a chance? No, it's not, and it's going to continue to roll. Would have thought it would have plugged in the Adelaide Oval outfield, but nah, it just kept going, and this pair have kept going. None for 149 inside 30 overs. They are going at close to 5 and over, which is, as I like to say, absolutely absurd. Not a chance this is any realism. I've even turned the run rate slider down to like 0 at this point, and they are still absolutely flying in this match. Looking to put up a 200-run partnership almost. Burns on 93. Oh, there's a bit of a shout. This is close. And he's walking off Rory Burns. The finger goes up. Richardson's got his man, finally. And Australia have their first wicket of this test match. Oh, and he is going to send it upstairs. He was walking off before, umpire. Now you're telling me he's going upstairs. This is the worst review of all time, I think. because it is crashed into his pad. It is hitting the bottom of middle and leg, or middle and off, and it's just absolutely plumb. So goodbye, Rory Burns. He's out for 93, falling short of the 100. Richardson gets the wicket for Australia. England won for 192. Dawid Malan now joining Hamid. He's absolutely cracked that down the ground. That'll be 4 more runs. 200 up almost for England. No, not quite. Oh, little inside edge onto the pad there, Lyon. Just looking a little bit more dangerous. This one turned round the corner. Malan just the one from the 17. Mitchell Stark doing well on the boundary there to stop that from being a boundary. Oh, he's going to have to hustle here to get back. Carey's quick. Whips off the bails. They've got a bit of a shout here, the Aussies. Could be a run out. Oh, it's very close. It is so close that I cannot tell whether this is out or not. Even in this slow-mo, has Hamid found a way to get back? We're waiting on the decision. It's given out. Australia get rid of Hamid. Another one falls in the 90s. Run out Mitchell Stark. 2 for 201. Joe Root coming to the middle. Joining Dawid Malan. 203 for 2 England. Was there any bat in that? If not, it was close to LBW. Nathan Lyon, the Aussies are going to send this upstairs. This is quite a close shout. No glove involved, no bat involved. Impacting line, wickets. Just going over the top. So missed opportunity there for Australia, or a decent review without being fantastic. And continuing these two, Joe Root and Dawid Malan. Could have been a nice little double breakthrough for Australia as we head towards the halfway point of the day. England 2 for 216, still 33 runs behind Australia, so lots of work for the Aussies to do. Jai Richardson, the only wicket taker, with the run out being affected as well. And that's going to be another boundary. Oh, whipped away to the onside. There's a fielder in the deep. Can't get to it. I think it's Marcus Harris out there. And, oh, this is going to be overthrows. So the lead dwindled now. It's just 3. And it's going to be a dot ball. And will that be the end of the second session of play? It will be. The twilight session comes to a close. We'll head to the final session of play. England just 3 runs behind at this point. Australia getting 2 wickets in that session. Both openers, Burns and Hamid. Dawid Malan on 31 not. Joe Root 8 not out as well. And the first ball of the evening session. Can Australia get some wickets? It's generally the biggest wicket-taking time of day, and England now have the lead, and that's another good boundary from Dawid Malan as they continue to just continually build partnerships. They continue to continually do that and really keep the Australian bowlers under the pump. 281 runs at the moment. Australia be looking back at that first innings declaration going, what were we thinking? But again, if I had the chance with the new ball last night, it would have been a different story. Malan picks up 51 here for his troubles. And that one he's taken from about 5th stump to whip to the onside. Just pick up the 2. Not the 1 in the end. Oh, that's a lovely shot through mid-wicket. It's beaten both that mid-on and the mid-wicket. It's gone in between them. Lead up to the 50 mark. 300 up for England. And they are just continuing to fly in this game. Australia getting that new ball in, 4 overs time now. Just the 4 deliveries time. Labuschagne bowling a couple of balls. Oh, playing a miss there from Root. And as the new ball was taken from Australia, and Joe Root continuing to hit some runs. That's 2 for 320. Little outside edge this time. And that'll be 4 more. Haven't had a lot of luck today, the Aussies. Lots of plays and misses. Not too many edges that have gone into the gaps, though. A couple of these shots from Malan that just find the fielder on the bounce. Oh, that's close. Certainly wasn't going on to hit, but it's close. Another edge. In this final over of play of the day, Joe Root He's had a couple of those that have just gone awry. Aussie fielders not quite as aggressive as they were earlier this morning with the openers. Really dropped the run rate back a little bit, but haven't been as effective. Last ball of the day. And Dawid Malan says, bang, over your head. 4 runs to finish the job. Day done for England. 2 for 341. What an epic performance by all 4 of their batsmen, really. Burns 93, Hamid 91, Malan on 82 not out, and Joe Root on 46 not out. England 2 for 341 at stumps on day 2. So much work for the Australians to do on day 3 to not only get these wickets, but then to bat a long period of time. Remember, England 1-0 up in the series. Anyway, that's it for today. You can see the Aussie bowling figures there. It's England with a 97-run lead at the end of day 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Oh, it's a 92-run lead. I thought it was 97. Never mind. 92-run lead. I will see you guys tomorrow for day 3 action.